costumes magnifiques. Est-ce que vous avez l'habitude de porter vos costumes pour toutes les fêtes?
Nous les portons surtout pour les fêtes religieuses. Nous faisons partie de la procession.
Vos coiffes sont vraiment splendides.
Ce que j'admire, moi, c'est la broderie sur le costume. Vous permettez, mademoiselle?
Certainement. Mais voulez-vous nous excuser? Il faut s'assembler pour la procession.
Bien sûr. Que de monde, mon oncle.
Qu'est-ce que c'est qu'un pardon?
Les pardons sont les fêtes religieuses traditionnelles de la Bretagne.
Comme la religion domine toute la vie d'un Breton, toute fête devient une fête religieuse. Tant qu'il y aura des Bretons, il y aura des pardons.
Mon oncle, mettons-nous un peu plus à droite, je ne vois pas très bien.
Voici la procession.
Regardez les drapeaux.
Ce ne sont pas des drapeaux, Margot. Ce sont des bannières.
Où vont-ils?
La procession doit faire 3 fois le tour de la chapelle.
On voit très bien d'ici.
Beaucoup de femmes portent le costume du pays. Mais il y en a qui ne sont pas en costume. Pourquoi?
Les coutumes ont beaucoup changé depuis la guerre. Et comme vous voyez, beaucoup de Bretons portent un costume moderne. Mais remarquez que dans la procession, les gens portent tous le costume traditionnel.
Quelle est cette statue?
C'est la statue de Sainte-Anne, la mère de la Vierge, la patronne des Bretons.
Dans quelques instants, vous allez voir une seconde statue, la Sainte Vierge elle-même avec le petit Jésus.
Oui, la voilà.
Derrière, ce sont les prêtres de la région.
Et bien entendu, les enfants de chœur. Ceux-ci figurent toujours dans les processions. Ils sont très aimés de tous.
Ça se comprend. Ils sont si mignons. Mon oncle, c'est le 3e tour.
Pouvons-nous rejoindre la procession et la suivre?
Mais certainement, si vous voulez.
Ces vieux chants religieux sont très beaux, n'est-ce pas? Très émouvants. Vous ne trouvez pas?
Hi everybody, I'm Skip Elsheimer and welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime streaming show. Wow, I'm looking at the webcam and it's super bright, so I'm going to adjust that really quickly. I guess I could do that like off camera. Oof, that's not good. What is going on? Nope. Let's start there. Yeah, that's what this is all about. It's you guys watching me try to figure this out. All right, low saturation, low contrast. Anyways, we watch old 16mm films here at the AV Geeks Lunchtime streaming show, and that was what we just watched was La Fête de Saint Anne, which is the festival for Saint Anne, and French foreign language film. I took 2 years of French in high school. Don't remember a lick. So yesterday I forgot to mention that it was Stephen Parr Day, and Stephen Parr was another collector. He created the Oddball Film and Video Archive, which is based in the Mission District in San Francisco. Has a vast amount of films, and we lost him 4 years ago to Parkinson's. It was really kind of sad. So to honor him, a lot of people are kind of posting recollections on Facebook and things like that. But this is one of this film, which I later acquired, was first introduced to me by Stephen Parr, and I've shown this before on the show, but it's so great it deserves to be watched again. It's Living in the Reversed World. Enjoy.
It is not at all easy to explain why you should perceive the motion picture screen to be in front of you. Images, nothing but images, are given to us by the eye. No one can tell from an image where the thing is. If I look at you through a tube this way, and then again this way, the picture in my eye is the same. Nevertheless, this way I see you in front of me, and this way on my right. How is this possible? Because I feel at once the different positions of my head and eyes in relation to the rest of my body. What we take to be seeing really depends on another sense, the body sense, or touch. In early childhood, it was hard to learn to coordinate seeing and touching. They cooperate with one another if one is not light-headed, but a few drinks are all that is needed to break up the proper coordination of feeling and seeing. The simplest way to break up the cooperation of seeing and touching is a mirror. Looking into a mirror, one sees in front what is really behind, and therefore one reaches in the wrong direction. But the sensation of touch produces a kind of reversal of seeing. Here is a wet sponge slapped on his back. Now he feels as if he had eyes in the back of his head. It is similar when you feel things in this way. In this case, the fingers, the sense organs, are in front of you, but nevertheless the touched object is immediately perceived as behind. Now for the second experiment. The eyes perceive right and left with the help of the body sense. A mirror prism like this makes a world in which right and left are reversed. Moreover, everything tilts when you turn your head. But with other things, one notices the reversal from side to side at once. For example, with printing. Are you prepared to wear these right-left reversing spectacles for several weeks without interruption? From now on, never go without this device. It looks so without the spectacles. But with the spectacles, the cactus appears to be on the other side. Ouch! Have a glass of water. Ah, now he tries another technique. He controls the movement of his hand with his eyes. This is probably the solution. Aha, he knows how to drink. For this, the spectacles do not give him any trouble. But he must see the table on the wrong side. No matter. Next, this problem. Draw a line to number 2 and then to number 3. Above and below is easy, as you would expect. But when it comes to right and left, everything is badly mixed up. In a parallel experiment, a hen can be made to wear the spectacles. She cannot catch the pictures of things. They evade her every time she moves her head. Here is the subject in his everyday activity. But he does not give up. From the very beginning, he tries to practice. One has to learn to see the hand where one feels it, and also the whole body as represented by a shadow image. Now he begins to get it. For the ball, exercises like these are the road to success. After 14 days, he can manage street traffic. What has the hen learned in the same interval? Without practicing nothing, she still chases the elusive images. The man, however, has mastered the world. The landscape is now stable when he moves his head, but is still reversed. However, this can be remedied. If a steep slope has to be climbed, he must pay attention to the hands and feet. The way it looks and the way it feels then cease to be contradictory. But letters and words still remain unfamiliar. After 2 months, however, the end is accomplished. Observe that he now can see things perfectly correctly. Now let us discover how things look to this man when the spectacles are removed. Which of the two figures corresponds to the arm movement? The triangle. With the naked eye, he now sees things reversed. But this apparent reversal does not last long. Now we come to the third possibility of reversing the world, up and down. Here it is fundamentally different. These 3 men, despite the positions of their heads, all see things right side up. Right side up is determined by the gravity of the earth, not the position of the body. But this changes if a mirror device is worn, which reverses the direction of up and down. Now, the sitting man sees everything upside down, and the man who is hanging head down sees everything right side up. What will a man do if he has to fence in this situation? The results of all these tests are recorded. After 5 days of practice, he reacts correctly almost 100% of the time. But even so, he still perceives his fencing partner as upside down. Can this also be remedied? Certainly. Throughout the whole body, the pull of gravity operates. All that is necessary is to emphasize it. So. Yes, you held your hands upward. What does this playing card look like? Oh, I see both of the heads right side up. The old way of seeing and the new way are still in conflict. practice in which one feels not only touch but also the force of gravity are especially helpful in bringing about upright perception. Now, we make a test to find out whether he sees correct. Please read.
Number 1 is an M and 2 is a W.
Oh, think of gravity.
Oh, no. 1's a W and 2's an M.
After another week, when correct perceiving has been achieved, he is ready for the end of the experiment. The mirror is secretly removed from the device. The eyes are free. And now for the big test.
Well, now things are upside down.
This is a room which is really upside down, including the furnishings. He had learned to see it right side up. He has learned to live in a topsy-turvy world. Only the force of gravity has shown him how to do so. But it took time. Now the experiment is over. Except for a few bruises, there are no serious after effects. Do you agree now that it is not at all self-evident that you should see the motion picture screen to be in front of you?
This film is basically like some of the best psychological experiments are actually just elaborate practical jokes. And the other part of this is the film is printed backwards. So the titles, the English titles, are obviously correct, and then the soundtrack is correct. So I didn't transfer it backwards, but the whole film. So the type is backwards on the blackboard, the signage. So was that deliberate and even more of a joke, or did someone, when they printed it, didn't catch it? I don't know. It's really kind of crazy. I keep it that way because, that's the way it came to us. It's the way it was distributed in the United States. So, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyways, like I said, that film was first shown to me by Stephen Parr, and so we miss him. I made a little sticker to honor him. What would Stephen do? Like I said, we lost him 4 years ago, and yesterday was his birthday. So I'll try to honor him every year. All right, we got a film on the telecine behind me. We'll watch. And I did not change the name of this. So I think this is How Big is a Million? So here we go. Enjoy.
I'm not surprised he didn't stop. Not too many people do. I suppose it just doesn't look like much goes on around here, but it all depends on how and where you look. Neighborhood. Take for example my nearest neighbors, Fred and Mabel. They live right next door in that little sugar cube. One day last summer, Mabel got a phone call.
Guess what, Fred?
Fred did not have to guess. He knew.
My family is coming to visit again this year. Isn't that wonderful, Fred? Of course, we'll have to do better than we did last year. 1,000,000 ants staying in Much-Four's pantry just did not work out. You know how bugged he got. You'll just have to think of something else, Fred.
So Fred thought of something. "1,000,000 sugar cubes."
Why, Fred, that's brilliant. 1,000,000 sugar cubes for my 1,000,000 relatives. But you're not going to leave them like that, are you? You'll just have to straighten them out, Fred.
Did you ever try to put 1,000,000 sugar cubes in a straight line? Fred did. Just think, a row of 1,000,000 sugar cubes end to end. Can you imagine how long it would be?
6 miles? Fred, I will not have Aunt Bertha walking 6 miles to dinner. You can think of something better than this, can't you, Fred?
Well, Fred knew that he had better think of something else, or else. Fred's next idea was better. He discovered that he could take a row of sugar cubes that was 6 miles long and rearrange it into a square that was about 30 feet on a side. Mabel was sure to think it was a big improvement.
That's certainly a big improvement, Fred. But I'm not going to have half of my family living out on the highway. You'll have to do much better than this, Fred. Much better. Now that's really very nice, Fred. It's off the road and so convenient. It covers just half the area it did before. But, on the other hand, it might rain, and you know what a rain shower can do to a sugar cube. You'll have to put it under something.
Fred tried to point out to Mabel that it hadn't rained for 60 years.
That's all the more reason, Fred. It's long overdue.
Fred looked around, and the only available shelter was an old empty wooden box. He was pretty sure that he couldn't put all the cubes into such a small box, but it was a start, and he worked long into the night. Imagine Fred's surprise to find that 1,000,000 sugar cubes that had once stretched in a line for 6 miles and then formed a square about 30 feet on a side now occupied a space of about 1 yard. Fred could hardly wait to tell Mabel the good news.
Bad news, Fred! Your family is coming to visit us too! That's another 1,000,000 ants, Fred!
Poor Fred! There he was with another 1,000,000 sugar cubes. And the problem of where to put them. Well, time was getting short and... Hello? Mabel? It's for you. Well, here we go again.
Quite a few of these films in this series, these animated films that explain some math concepts, some of them are a hit and some of them are a real miss. I think my favorite in the series is this one called The Weird Number, which is about fractions, and it's just something really interesting and creative about it. And I don't know, this one was so-so. It was all right. But there's some that are just super dry, dealing with numbers and sets, and it's just like, oh my god, just get over this. And I think it's because that concept is actually really boring in math anyways. So, all right, so this next film is proof that cats existed prior to the internet. This is Frith Films. Emily Benton Frith was a female educational filmmaker who would often she would use home movie camera equipment, would shoot it, then she would add narration and edit it and then distribute it in the back of the educational screen and other places. And there was a lot of kind of these amateur camera people who would do this, and this one is called It's a Cat's Life. Enjoy.
Fluffy and Tommy are beautiful cats. Tommy is a chinchilla Persian with long silver gray hair. He has a sturdy build, intelligent head, and ears placed far apart, the points of a good cat. Fluffy has pretty black and white markings and is half Persian. She is large because it is nearly time for her to have her kittens. The two cats play together every day and eat from the same dish. Cats like meat, especially liver and fish and canned cat food. And of course they often catch mice and gophers. Cats are useful in keeping rats and mice away from homes and barns. Fluffy likes to sit quietly in the woods, looking for mice. Now, where did she go? A cat carries her kittens for 63 days before they are born. Fluffy keeps herself clean. Cats know how to care for themselves, and all they really need from us is water, food, and affection. The day finally arrives, and Fluffy has 6 new kittens, and they look very much like their father, Tommy. She takes good care of them, and barely leaves them long enough to eat. Phil lifts Snowball and holds him very carefully, because small kittens must not be handled. Snowball's eyes will not be open until he is 10 or 14 days old. Fluffy keeps her kittens in a box in the basement. There is a soft pad in the box. The sunshine is too warm, and the kittens can only stay out of the cool basement for a short time. They are unhappy and try to get out of the box. Fluffy hears them crying and moves them one by one to the shade. She picks them up by the loose skin at the back of the neck. However, only tiny kittens should be lifted this way. Later, they need more support. Back she comes for Smokey. But where is he? Outside the box. She will return until each one is in the shade. Time now to take them all back to the basement. Fluffy's sister has kittens that are 5 weeks old. Diana likes to cuddle the lovable kittens. Each one is different. She tries to gather the 5 little kittens together, but they scamper away. Tuffy has a scar on his face and is the most adventurous. Smokey is the most gentle, and Blackie the most timid. Teddy teaches the younger children how to care for the kittens. Calico, the father cat, likes to have his ears rubbed. Diana and Teddy are amused over the antics of the kittens. Children and kittens have been playmates for hundreds of years. Calico and Muffy are strong cats with good dispositions and have fine kittens. Diana puts the kittens in their box, but they soon crawl out. Timid Blackie is the last. Ronnie is only 4 years old and is learning how to care for the kittens and dogs. He holds Smokey under his knee. He doesn't hurt her, but she tries hard to get out. Up she comes. Patches and Spot are just the right dogs for a little boy. Dogs and cats are good friends when they're brought up together. Spot is as kind to the kittens as their mother, and the kittens often cuddle up to her and go to sleep. Spot watches to see what the kittens will do next. The kittens are old enough to go exploring, and Tuffy wanders over to the chicken yard. The big rooster crows right in Tuffy's face. The little kitten returns to his mother and the other kittens. They have played long enough, and Muffy takes them back to the house. In case of danger, she and the kittens are more secure near the house. From the time they are little, she trains them. Sometimes she's rough, but the little ones understand. She makes sure that each kitten nurses, and she shows them how to keep clean. Tuffy needs extra scrubbing. Cats are clean, both in taking care of themselves and in the house. Muffy is tired too, and takes a nap with her kittens. Soon the kittens are rested and ready to play again. Their motions are quick and graceful. You wouldn't think an old rake and spade could be so entertaining. Kittens learn to protect themselves when they are very young, because they will often need to know how. Kittens should not be taken from their mother until they are 6 weeks old. Kittens like these, and lions and tigers, all belong to the cat family. Cats can climb trees, catch rats, and defend themselves against animals much larger than they are. The kittens play peekaboo around the handle. As the kittens grow older, they need additional food. Teddy brings a bowl of milk, and the kittens learn to drink from the bowl. A mother cat, too, needs plenty of nourishing food when she is nursing her kittens. Spot, too, is hungry, but she knows she must not bother Muffy until she is finished. A cat can be cross when she protects her kittens. Nothing to do but wait. Cats demand so little. Water, good food, a clean, dry place to sleep, exercise, and care. Now Spot can drink. Is there anything more fun than a family of little kittens?
So that's probably the one Frith film that has gotten the most positive feedback. A lot of them, people cringe at the amateur aspect of it and the slow pacing, but I guess you guys will just watch videos of cats. Well, not just you guys, the internet. I did some transfer work for MoMA, and they had some home movies that were shot by D.W. Griffith, who, of course, was the early filmmaker who created, some people credit with creating the modern film narrative, and of course some people credit with creating the burning cross that the Ku Klux Klan used. But anyways, I would say a good portion of the home movies were dedicated to him filming this litter of cats, of little kittens. He spent a lot of time documenting that, and maybe I haven't seen proof, but he might have been the person who created the cat video. So yeah, we'll see. I'm interested to see earlier footage of cats. I would say that he probably shot his stuff in the 20s, maybe earlier, but yeah. D.W. Griffith, cat video innovator. All right, so as part of my, we watch these old educational films, but part of what my mission is to desensitize you to certain images that seem to be problematic. So this next film is an attempt, yet again, to do that, to kind of make those triggering images not so triggering for you. This is I'm a Mime. Enjoy.
I am a mime. I perform without words. I tell stories. Once upon a time, there was an old king. The king had a translator. The translator was mute, unable to speak. But everyone could understand him. He spoke with mime. There were many mimes before me, performers that spoke without words. I am a close relative to the ballet. To the theater, I'm a poor relative. The theater has props. I don't. The theater has decorations. I don't. I am a mime. My hands are my vocal cords. The face is a mirror. With my face, hands, and body, I create illusions of objects and of space. I walk up the stairs. I walk down the stairs. I can be any place. I can be anything I imagine. Childhood adventures, memories, and dreams. I am a mime.
So, no love for the mimes, huh? We went, so, you know, if we were measuring audience approval, we started at an exceedingly high point with It's a Cat's Life, and then it was like this just rocketing down for It's a Mime. I kind of was hoping that then that would balance things out, but yeah, maybe not. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so yeah, maybe I'm gonna go to hell for that. I did do a show a long time ago called Those Damn Mimes, because there was such a negative reaction to mimes, and I showed films that just featured mimes, and it was one of the first times that I ever heard the audience boo. It was really pretty funny. So maybe I deserve to go to hell for that. This next film shows me that maybe it's not so bad there. And this film has music in it, and musical performances, and it's totally possible that YouTube or Facebook or whoever I'm streaming to currently will say nope. So if we get knocked off, I'll be back again tomorrow. You can buy us coffee, and you can hit the like button or the thumbs up button. Those are ways that you can reward us for taking a chance here with this film, which is just a really awesome film that came from the Nelsons, Paul and Elizabeth Nelson in Houston, Texas, who used to do screenings under the name Cinema Bomar. Anyways, here's Deviled Ham. Enjoy.
Gather me, you lost souls, and hear what I have to say. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna swing, so give yourself a holiday. I got the hottest breaks. I've got just what it takes to drive your blues away. When you hear those hot flames roar, Satan's on the lower floor. Don't mind the heat, just pick up your feet. Satan's learning to swing. Lesson 1 tells how to sway. Lesson 2 says swing this way. Starting to sing cause rhythm is king. Satan's learning to swing. When you hear those saxophones and the beat of the bass viol, listen to the slide trombone. You find it hard to save your soul. Come you sinners, all join in, helping swell the merry din. Don't mind the heat, just pick up your feet. Satan swinging, Satan singing, Satan's learning to swing. Dance. Who awaits without? Boy and Wing, jazz dancers from the Orient. Point up 2 dance floors covered with asbestos. Very good, very good. Started a forest fire by stamping their feet. Bid them enter. The time has come to pick up your feet. So start in dancing and turn on the heat. Not bad at all. Who's next? Grayson Hawkins
the Wizard of the Trumpet and his Band of Heat. Is that them? Mm-hmm. They played a hot tune on a steel vault and burnt a hole right through the door in 30 seconds. They burn out 4 sets of tonsils with every tune. Okay, boys, and if you're right, I'll let you all go scot-free tonight.
Satan getting old?
Old rockin' chair's got me keen by my side. Come on, fetch me that gin, son. You better fetch it here, or I tans you high. Can't get from this cabin, I ain't going nowhere. All I do is just sit me here grabbing them flies round this rocking chair. My dear old Aunt Harriet, you know, she's done gone up there. See, I don't want no chariot. If that reaper don't come, I won't care. Old rocking chair got me, but why must I be chained to my rocking chair? See, I don't want no rocking chair. I ain't so old. Maybe a little thin on the top of the head, but outside of that, I'm just as hot as a firecracker. Play me some hot music. I'm gonna swing out for the fool. All God's children got rhythm. All God's children got swing. Maybe haven't got money, maybe haven't got shoes. All God's children got rhythm to keep away them blues. Yeah, all God's children got trouble. Trouble don't mean a thing. When they start to go, ho-de, ho-de, ho, that's all. The heat has done left the body. Old rocking chair's got me, but why must I be chained down to my rocking chair?
Someone came up with the term vocal blackface. Certainly, our devil was doing kind of an Al Jolson speaking as a or singing as a person of color, and yeah, it doesn't age well at all. But you got to say there was some really great performances in there, some great dancing, and someone pointed out a relatively diverse cast with Asian dancers and a great band. So, and the thing is, I don't think this was actually made by Pictoreal. I think it was licensed by them, and they got it from some other source. That was probably, this was a theatrical short, and they licensed it and showed it. But still pretty interesting nonetheless. And I don't think the band hammer came down. So, all right, excuse me. So thanks for joining us today. We survived, and see us again tomorrow, 1 o'clock. If you like what you saw, you can buy us coffee at ko-fi.com/avgeeks or buymeacoffee.com/avgeeks. That still works. But, you know, hit like, subscribe, tell the world that you like AV Geeks. Sing it from the mountaintops. And we'll be back again tomorrow with some more stuff, more films. We got so many films. And the thing is, like, it's not just our films. We've also scanned stuff from other people. So there are literally 40,000 plus films that we could be showing and watching. And we've only seen, like, what's the total now? We've only seen a little more than 2,200 films. So we have so many more films to watch before the internet collapses under its own weight. So join us tomorrow. As always, we really enjoy your comments and your eyeballs. And so, as always, we look inside the film can and it tells us to please rewind and love each other. Yeah, do that. The holidays are always the worst. The worst retail behavior comes out in the holidays, but also people feel really distant and lonely, so reach out to a friend and say hi. It's kind of important. So anyways, we will see you again tomorrow. Everybody take care.